The views, conversations, and opinions expressed on this channel could be subjective or objective and are also for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. Here on The Mix, we encourage and implore you to conduct your own research.
Now, I don't know how much you could talk about it, but I know I think you guys submitted for like factual innocence. Is that the word? And now the court is considering it. Can you give us like an update on where it's at?
All right, so I'll break this down so it can make more sense, because I know a lot of people were like confused about this, but this is what it is, right? And I want the viewer to just really, like, whoever you are, whether or not you're on the other side or you're on our side, or regardless, I just want us to think in just logical sense, okay? For real, just logical sense. I'm in jail right now for 10 years. My crime that they charged me with is carrying a concealed firearm and assault with a semi-automatic, which is a handgun or whatever it is. As long as it's a new gun, it's a semi-automatic. As long as it don't got the revolver, it's labeled a semi-automatic. So they gave me 10 years because of the use of a firearm, assault with a firearm, right? So I want us to just think here, and this is what our factual innocence writ that we sent to the appellate court was about.
Hey everyone, welcome to The Mix. Like this video, share this video. Thank you guys for tuning in to my channel. It is free to like, it is free to share, it is free to subscribe. If you're interested in donating, you can hit that Cash App, Zelle, and PayPal. It is in the description section of this post. If you are interested in commenting, please keep it respectful and peaceful in the chats. You guys, don't forget, cash prize giveaway is this month. We're in the month of March. Yay! First quarter is coming to an end. Yes. So yes, cash prize giveaway contest will be mid-month. I will be doing a announcement for what to expect. A few things, including the contest, the cash prize giveaway contest. So stay tuned, stay connected. That video will be dropping soon. Okay, you guys. So as you can see what this video is going to be about, I don't want to hold you guys. You heard that snippet, that clip in the beginning. Yes, Tory Lanez called in from prison to that podcaster's channel. And yeah, he had a lot to say about his appeal. You guys, it's the weekend, and I hope your weekend is getting off to a great start. I would be remiss really quickly if I didn't ask how you guys doing. If you want to share, go ahead and drop some comments in the chat. Hopefully all is well with you guys. Like I said, I'm not going to hold you. I'm going to finish playing the audio/clip of Tory Lanez's prison call regarding his case update. Yes, his case update, which involves his appeal, which was accepted by the California Appellate Court. And that is a good sign. That's definitely a good sign. I think it's called, don't quote me on this, writ of habeas corpus, meaning that basically he's not having a new trial or anything. It's the appeals court going in, looking at everything his attorney submitted to say, hey, you need to look at this case again, because we believe, and I'm breaking it down in layman's terms, we believe our client's rights were violated because of A, B, C, D. So they're submitting whatever facts or evidence that they have. It's not a new trial or anything, to the appellate court to say, hey, take a look at what we believe the lower courts missed at his trial. And with that happening, whether it be intentional or unintentional, that, you guys, is a violation of someone's constitutional rights. And you all, myself included, we all have a right to a fair trial in the United States of America, meaning that the prosecutors, the police, the judge, everyone has to be fair, should be fair in a court of law during a trial, during litigation, all of that. They're supposed to color inside the lines, meaning act ethically, prosecuting the case and navigating the case during the trial. So the appeals court accepted it, and Tory Lanez, he just basically wanted to call in, give his spiel on what has taken place. And don't get it twisted, you guys. Yes, they all, I think Suge Knight even has calls in from prison. So people can do that. They can do that. Prison, jail, seems like it has more perks lately, I guess, depending on where you're at and all of that, etc., etc. But I don't want to hold you guys. Let me just say this, if the appeals court finds that the lower court erred in some type of factual way, that means that Tory Lanez will probably have released, or maybe the appellate court will decide or determine that Tory should get a new trial. So Stay tuned, stay connected, but here's the rest of it. I'll leave you all with that. And don't forget, like, share, subscribe to my channel. Share this video. Stay tuned, stay connected. Thank you guys again for your continued support. Here you go.
I'll break this down so it can make more sense, because I know a lot of people were like confused about this, but this is what it is, right? And I want the viewer to just really, like, whoever you are, whether or not you're on the other side or you're on our side, or regardless, I just want us to think in just logical sense, okay? For real, just logical sense. I'm in jail right now for 10 years. My crime that they charged me with is carrying a concealed firearm and assault with a semi-automatic, which is a handgun or whatever it is. As long as it's a new gun, it's a semi-automatic. As long as it don't got the revolver, it's labeled a semi-automatic. So they gave me 10 years because of the use of a firearm, assault with a firearm, right? So I wanted to just think here, and this is what our factual innocence writ that we sent to the appellate court was about. We said this, and our argument was this: listen, if there is a man, America, just listen to this. If you are a person and you are being convicted and sentenced to 10 years in prison because of the use of a firearm, something needs to connect you to this firearm. Am I right or wrong?
Correct. Correct. That sounds correct.
Something, in order for you to be guilty of this, something needs to connect you to this. Now, I need you to understand now my facts, not my opinion, not my theory, my facts. There is literally 4 contributors on this suspected gun. 90% contributor on this gun is a male, and the rest of the percentages of this gun are 2 females and another male. None of those 4 people are my DNA. So I'm 100% excluded, not inconclusive like they said when I was in trial. I'm 100% excluded from this gun when it comes to DNA. My fingerprints are 100% excluded from the magazine, from the gun, from the bullets, from anything that has to do with this gun. Cedars-Sinai Hospital, with the help of LAPD, Los Angeles Police Department, for those who don't understand the abbreviation, together they have put on my discovery that we have lost the bullet fragments. Well, if you lost the bullet fragments, then you can't even attach this gun to the alleged bullets that allegedly hit the victim. So y'all mean to tell me you don't even have number one, you don't have the DNA. You have a 100% excluded person off of DNA. You have a person that has literally 0 handprints on this gun, on the magazine, on any of the bullet casings or chambers. You don't even have the bullets to match to this gun to say that these bullets were even shot out of the gun that you guys supposedly recovered. And then on top of that, the gun itself is sealed in LA County, so we can never ever grab the gun and do any retesting. The LAPD made sure to seal the gun so that there would be no retesting on this gun. When we went into court and we put these things in and said, hey, like, we're factually innocent due to these facts, the court said, you know what? We're going to consider that because there's good reason appearing on what you're saying. All of these things check out. And I want to explain something about the appellate court. The appellate court is never going to give you a judgment until they fully have read thoroughly through what you're saying to make sure that it's true, because their judgments are after conviction. So it's like you've already been found guilty legally by a peer group of 12 people. So it's like we really should not even be like, everything they said at face value is supposed to be what it is. But they go thoroughly to see if there's a mistake. And in the mistakes that they saw, they said, hey, we see that there's an issue here. We see that there's good reason here, and we're going to consider this. That was the last thing that actually happened.
So this is all new evidence, though? Like the 4 people's DNA on the gun, that wasn't in the first trial whatsoever?
Yes. So in the first trial, they kept going, they told me I was inconclusive, but I knew that was always a lie. I was like, I never touched this gun.
So it went from now inconclusive to now completely excluded?
Yeah, once I was in jail, I asked my lawyer, like, can you get a DNA specialist to do this gun again? I know I never touched this gun. And then when he did it again, he was like, oh, I see what happened. They manipulated your DNA. And basically, it was almost, this is what they did. It's like, you ever had to wait for a video game and you're waiting for it to load? So DNA, the way that they did it is like, okay, if I let it load 60%, it's not going to give me the full conclusion yet. So once they loaded it like 60 to 70%, it was like, yo, it's inconclusive. But had they let it go the whole way, they would have seen it was 100% excluded. But they were like, yo, the fact that it's inconclusive and not a match, let's just leave it here because this is the best we're going to get. So they stopped my test before it even got to the finished result. Therefore, I went to court thinking that you guys only have an inconclusive test. But I always knew in my heart, this is impossible. I never touched this gun.
That new fact alone is insane. Just the fact that it went from inclusive to excluded, and there's 4 people's DNA on the gun, and
Bro,
none of them are yours, is fucking. That should be enough for them to open up the factual innocence like now.
Brother, my judge Herringford, Judge David B. Herringford. I'm not going to disrespect him. He's, at the end of the day, he's still an honorable judge. He's a black man at that. But I watched this man literally look at me and say, so let's just say I'll take the DNA evidence to be real, and I'll say that it's true. He said this on the record, by the way. It's in my transcripts. He says, I'll take the DNA evidence to be true, but I'm going to say this. At the end of the day, even if I take it to be true, that's not a big factor in this case. That's not why he got convicted. Brother, what the talking about? My nigga, what the talking about, my nigga? Because that's the whole case.
That's the whole
you feel
thing.
me? But again, that's what it was, and that's what I've had to endure during this time. And so it is what it is. I'm not sour about anything. I know that God has a plan in me and in this. So it is what it is.